Eugenia Cooney is still missing, and Jason Nash. We have a lot to talk about with Jason Nash. You're gonna be surprised what I have to say. Stay tuned. This is Rich Lux with the hottest celebrity news on YouTube. Okay, first of all, if you like my lashes, check it out. I got it on the Creme Shop, but I got it like at Ross or Marshall, something like that. So this is what it looks like, and these are the lashes on my thing. Now, if you do shop at thecremeshop.com, you can use code RichLux, save you some coin at checkout. It's an affiliate. Is it affiliate? Yeah, it's affiliate link. I do make commission off of it. I'll put thecremeshop.com down below and all that stuff like that. If you go to the website, you can use code RichLux, but I'll also link some of my favorite TikToks, whatever, Creme Shop stuff in the YouTube shop. You'll see it there. I think like every month I get a check from the Creme Shop for like $2.50. So that's like two tacos at Jack in the Box. Better work, bitch. Okay. So anyways, let's talk about Jason Nash and Eugenia Cooney. So Eugenia Cooney's still missing, but first I want to talk about Jason Nash for a minute, and then we'll get into Eugenia stuff. I've seen a lot of people talk about Jason Nash, and recently he went on an interview. Now, if you don't know, Jason Nash was really good friends with David Dobrik. We'll put a photo here of them hanging out. And I always thought that Jason Nash was kind of like his manager, you know, like a confidant, kind of guiding him because, you know, David was like really young, okay? And I understand that Jason Nash has a problematic past and has done very controversial things, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about those today, and nor am I going to like nitpick or anything. I understand, and I see it like Chanel, okay? I see both sides of it. I see courtroom and courtside, if that makes sense. But Jason Nash, and I'm going to defend Jason Nash. I don't need to because he could defend himself, but this is just a matter of perspective, and I've been seeing so many people say things about Jason Nash, but I wanted to say this, right? I'm not going to kick someone when they're down. And I feel like Jason Nash was really loyal to David Dobrik. And I remember him saying, Jason Nash, that there was a podcast that David could have did, and it was like $1 million or something. And Jason Nash was like, man, like, I wish you would have did it because it really would have helped me. But David Dobrik's like, no, not feeling it right now.
Like, I gotta go live. And I don't.
So these are the battles where he's begging people for money.
And I don't expect him to understand that. Like, I know I've told him. There's also things that I, like, say to him, and I'm not sure if he hears me. Like, I'll say things like, I'm losing my house. and he'll be like, oh, but just go play pool. There was a great TikTok that he sent, which was like some guy, I don't know if you saw it, he sent it to me, it's just like a TikTok, and it's...
Is this not the weirdest thing ever, by the way? All of David Dobrik's friends sitting around in a podcast being like, it's so great that he gets to, you know, not work. I can't pay my mortgage. This is the weirdest fucking podcast ever.
Guy on the phone, and it's basically David. He's like,
yeah,
it's just the guy that has like a lot of money and can do anything all day. He's like, oh, Diplo's having a party tonight, and like it's literally like things that David has said.
I mean, it's crazy because like
at 4.
Yeah,
but I think it's one of those things where like I think David should have did it to help Jason because Jason has been so, drama aside and all that stuff like that, Jason Nash has been so instrumental in David Dobrik's career that I think that he owes him more. I think Jason Nash is owed more. And I know this is like so messed up saying that, but I just think that Jason Nash was such a great friend and he should have been treated a little bit better, taken care of a little more better. Is that the right words? And I'm treading very lightly because Jason Nash never like backstab or talk mess about David Dobrik. Even till this day, Jason Nash speaks so highly of David Dobrik, and
every other week he turned down $10 million deal. I see you say that on like TikTok clips all the time about David.
Yeah.
With you,
well, that's like a joke for my act that I say, which is, you know, he turned down all this money and all he had to do was talk to me once a week for 40 minutes. You know, like. And I'll tell you why it stings.
I know the dynamic. Like I see like he's never gonna like disown him or come across like him. I just think that he is like trying to be as PC as possible with him and his friendship with David Dobrik. But I'm watching it. I just feel like, man, David Dobrik really could have treated Jason Nash a lot better. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. And, you know, there's a situation where like they asked him to get a normal job and something like that, and he was like, I have no skills. And he has a lot of skills. But the thing is, there's not many people that want to like show up and work a normal job these days. That's one thing I've noticed, right? So for Jason Nash to be on TikTok live for 8 hours, I mean, that's how he paid his mortgage, you know? I see a lot of people who get made fun of for like begging for roses and galaxies and stuff like that. And they're battling and entertaining their little community there. But they're actually making like really good money on there. And so I think that even though they get made fun of for that, I think they don't care because they're making so much more. They're making a lot of money doing it. That makes sense. I think it really takes a certain type of personality to do that, right? But 8 hours, that's work, you know. And it's one of those things that like once you do it, like live streaming is really hard. Like I would say it may be harder than like YouTube videos because on live streaming, you have to be on. You have to read the comments. There's drama. People are coming at you. It's a lot of like just being up and focused and a lot of less sleep. But when you film videos, you have more control of it. But I'm not gonna go into dissecting all that stuff like that. It's different for different types of streamers, right? Because there are different types of streamers. There's IRL streamers who just sit in one place and things like that. There's all different types, right? But what I know is that Jason Nash is trying to pay for his mortgage. He's trying to pay for his kids to go to school. And
this week, you know, Jason Nash is literally doing everything possible. I mean, he's streaming for 8 hours a day, you know? Actually, let's just talk about this now. Jason Nash is streaming for 8 hours a day on TikTok, 8 hours a day, okay? And people were saying that he's panhandling money, and he was in this podcast, and they were asking him, you know, like, have you ever thought about getting, like, a real job like DoorDash? And he's like, no. And they're asking him, like, why don't you, like, get a real job? And he's like, I don't have any skills. I think, okay, so I was at this birthday party for somebody that turned 50 recently, and on the wall, they had, like, famous people. I talked about this in a video previously, but they had, like, famous people that were turning 50 that year, right? And Jason Nash's name was on there. So Jason Nash, comedian, okay? So Jason Nash is listed on a wall hanging that you can buy at Party City to put in a birthday as a comedian, a famous person that's turning 50 this year, okay? And he's talking about how he's in such a hole with money because he's got to pay for his kids' school. They're going to college next year, and he's got to pay for his house. And I'm thinking to myself as I'm watching this podcast that, like, a lot of my friends' kids go to charter schools or public schools, but a lot of my friends' kids go to private schools as well. That's kind of a normal thing, that people have to pay for their houses and their kids' education. I think
he's just doing the best he can. I'm not going to kick someone when they're down. I know I don't agree with everything Jason Nash has done. I'm pretty sure he doesn't agree with some stuff I've done in my past. But, you know, and I'm not, nor am I trying to reflect or deflect or sanctify Jason Nash or anything like that. I'm not. But, you know, because I see it, like, I see the bad stuff, I see the good stuff. But when I really look at it and I see Jason Nash on TikTok battling and things like that, like, and I'm there. Like one time I was in the chat, so many people were just being so rude, and I was just like, man, like leave this guy alone. Okay, so let him have fun on TikTok, right? But I see the opposite end of it, and I see people like, oh, can't believe he's doing this. How far he has fallen from grace, and he deserves it. And I see all that too, right? And to me, I think that he is just trying to make a buck. He's just on there. He's just twerking for the Birkin. He's like, look, my rich-ass friend, they're really not really incorporating me in things anymore, and I gotta live. And so this is what I gotta do. And I think that's what he's doing. Could he get a job? Yeah, probably. But this is what he chooses to do. I'm not gonna hate on him because at least he's out there contributing something to a community, making people laugh, and they enjoy his content. He's not out there stealing and robbing and, you know, stuff like that. And, you know, that's all I'm gonna say. You know, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably get hate for that, for my opinions on it. I just don't want to, like, kick someone when they're down. Sometimes. But Jason Nash, I just feel like, man, because I watched it all.
I sat down with a couple of friends, and they wanted to talk about what people have been saying about Jason going live on TikTok. And it sounded like they were bringing up what Tana said, because Zach brings up the fact that someone recently wondered why he doesn't just do DoorDash or something instead of TikTok live. And to that, Jason basically says that he doesn't want to do anything else.
You said earlier, somebody said, why doesn't he just get a DoorDash, whatever?
Right.
Like, do you ever think about going
To DoorDash.
Or to like a, did you ever think about going back to like any other job, or was like
I can't do anything else,
or just like electrician. Obviously, you do lives with him. I don't know, I just never thought it's entertainment or nothing. I don't care what it is. Like,
what would you suggest I do?
No. It's just that
we get a job at Lululemon.
I'm genuinely asking because anytime I see one, the comments are like, "Why doesn't he like work like a real job?" Like, this isn't me saying this as a negative thing. I'm just totally asking.
Please.
Yeah.
Why don't I get a real job? I don't have any skills.
Okay, see people.
I don't.
See, that's why.
Someone said that the other day. Why don't you get into real estate? I'm like,
I hate it.
I don't have a real estate license.
Bo Graney was his name.
Do you have any interests outside of entertainment?
No.
I will say that I think the answer to all of this should be obvious in that the money that he is making on TikTok Live is probably a lot more than what he could be making there, and he doesn't have to leave his house for it. He's just asking people for money and they give it to him. The only downside is that everyone's making fun of him, but Jason doesn't seem to care what people have to say because he says this is his job and is defending doing it.
I just look at it like I'm on there for 8 hours a day and I'm entertaining people. People want to come in talking.
Yeah. I mean, this is your job. This is what you do.
Yeah,
what you've been doing.
That's how I see it. And that's it. And if anybody doesn't like it, it's like, don't.
They're probably like the people that are saying that probably have conventional jobs, right? They're looking at like, oh,
yes,
like they can't do what he does. So they're like, why? They're trying to bring him down, right?
Yeah. I mean, I challenge anybody to sit there for 8 hours. It's exhausting.
Now, I will say that as much as people try to bring Jason down because he's doing this, I also feel like doing TikTok Live feeds his ego in a way that doing what other people have suggested him do just can't. Like, the way he talks about the loyal people who watch his lives, his ego is getting filled every day because people are dedicating not only their time, but their money. They're sending him money every day. That's not something that he would get working at Lululemon. He would get a check. People would be coming in to buy the Lululemon clothes. They wouldn't be coming in to see Jason Nash. So his ego is getting filled with people returning to see his TikTok Live every day. And I feel like that's a reason why he doesn't want to do these other jobs that people have suggested. So whether or not people think that it's right that he's doing this or they think it's embarrassing, I think people that do send him money every day keep him going, thinking that it's all worth it in the end despite the hate.
And then what I try to think about are all the people that love the live when I come on and they're like, what's up? I'm like, and I know every name and I'm like, oh.
So you're getting repeat.
Yeah, there's like a community now. It's for lack of, you're gonna hate this, Nash Nation.
Why would I hate that? I love it
because it's kind of Zach's done.
Zach's
but I'm like, what's up, Nash Nation? And then every day when you go on, it builds. I have a Discord now, and listen, it is what it is. It's like I was on Vine, I was on YouTube, I was on Snapchat, and now I'm doing this. And I do like it. I don't reach.
I feel like you do whatever you have to do all the time. That's what I've always known about you. You always just like, here's what I'm gonna do now. Why? Because I have to.
Because I have to.
Like, he was a really loyal friend. And this is where my bias comes in the side because I'm a Leo and I'm like really loyal to people to a fault. I really am. So, I don't know. It's really hard for me to turn my back on people, like it's really hard. So, anyways, all that to say this. Eugenia Cooney is in the drama again. Eugenia Boom Boom Cooney. Well, let me tell you what's going on with Eugenia Cooney, alright? Eugenia Cooney is in the drama again because she hasn't posted a YouTube video in over 21 days. That's a long time. I thought she was missing. People thought she was missing. Apparently, we found her. We have a Rich Lux exclusive. It's exclusive. If you made this far in the video, type down below exclusive. Okay, we have a Primero Impacto exclusivo en vivo. Alright, so Eugenia Cooney we found her on TikTok last night at 5 o'clock in the morning, and she commented on a popular TikToker named Paul Dow. She was in his stream, and she just said, "Thank you, I miss you so much." So she's alive and well. People were thinking she was in a facility. Don't they take your phone away? Does I make it right? If you go to like a facility or something, don't they take your phone away and stuff? I don't know. Never been. But that's what I heard. But, it could be the mom. It could be the mom. I think Eugenia Cooney's mom tries her best. But no matter what she does, she just gets the shitty end of the stick, right? But I think she's a good mom. I think she's just trying. She's like a Jason Nash. Like, she's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't type of situation. But Eugenia Cooney, the real tea is, a lot of people don't know about this, is there's been rumors circling that she has been age restricted off of TikTok, meaning that when she goes live, she's not gonna really gain the attention of a wider audience if she's age restricted. So that means like younger males and females, people who can discover her, they're kind of capping her off. And I thought about that and I'm like, okay, well they're age restricting her obviously because of her frail parents and stuff like that, right? Oh my gosh, Eugenia Cooney. But then I thought about it and I'm just like, this is where I'm gonna defend Eugenia Cooney because she could defend herself. But I'm like, hold up. If you're gonna block or age restrict Eugenia Cooney for the way she looks, but there are so many other girls on TikTok who have their, cleavage out and, you know what I'm saying, showing a lot more. And I'm like, we don't age restrict that? Okay, or the guys who are on TikTok with no shirt off, like, I'm just like, it's like, and I get maybe why she's off of TikTok this long. I mean, that's like taking over 21 days off of work. I guess it's huge. The thing is, with that, is maybe she's waiting for the age restriction to be lifted. Maybe she's handling stuff behind the scenes. Maybe she's upset. And she's like, you know what? Like, I'm tired. Like, I can't win on these damn contests on TikTok. All right? Can't get number one in the ranks. TikTok doesn't want me because of my appearance, or apparently I'm getting age restricted now and I'm just so frustrated. And I think maybe that is what might be going on with Eugenia Cooney. Fix your damn lash, girl. First of all, can I get a like on, like, seriously, like the video? It helps me out so much on this makeup look. Let me know what you think about it. I did the TikTok colors and then the lash, again, I got it from the crib shop. Love is the match. Look, Hello Kitty lashes. And then my lips are a little sore, so I got a little Botox in it. So they look more fuller, just like a little bit, not too much, not too crazy. And what else? Oh my God, yeah, and I'm still using the Kylie Jenner foundation. This new foundation came out, everyone's talking about it. So I have it on right now. It's okay. It's coagulating a little bit, because I don't think I didn't set it with powder, but like this is like the realness of it. So yeah. Anyways, let me let you guys go. I love you guys so much, girl. I love you guys so much. Yeah. See you guys later. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you so much.